And we are live. Welcome back, everyone. Is your six covered? Appreciate you showing up. It has been a while since I talked to all you great people out there on YouTube world. It's got some great people in here so far. We'll get started here in a second. Went outside and got eaten by killer mosquitoes. So I got a couple knuckleheads trying to fix a few things around here, which is about normal. Let's see here. First place, we got DW in the house. We got Andy Nelson, Ace in the Hole, Wes M, C. Beck, Bill Burn It Down, Bill Sweeney's in the house. What is going on, everybody? We'll get started here. Uno momento. Right now, Ray is trying to find a strap for the rifle, and it's not going out so well, is it?
Wait, you're missing a QD.
Did you find it? Anyways, hopefully everybody's doing well. It has been a while. Ray will be on here in a second. We got Richard Vincent out there. Welcome to the show. What is new? Bill says a lot of stuff, actually. I'm gonna head out to VOD tomorrow. For those of you that are in the area and got a membership, come show up, say hi. But I'm gonna be doing some Kestrel, confirming some Kestrel data and doing the review that a lot of you guys have been asking about. And that is a review of the Fury 5000s with applied ballistics and kind of what's up, Chico Wise? Thought I saw Chico Wise in here. The that versus the SIG BDX 3000s. And they're not so much apples to apples, but the parts that we can do apple to apple comparisons with, we'll do some speed from basically ranging a target, getting a speed. We'll do that on both. I'll need to bring some type of timer. That's what I need to remember tomorrow, but it should be fun. I know a few of you had sent some emails, and then a few of you have sent some comments out there wondering which direction they should go. As of right now, I will not give you a direction. I will tell you that I'm really liking the Fury 5000s. They've been working well, but along with that, so have the SIGs. Those have worked well for me as well. I had my son and daughter got a new smoker. So I smoked the chicken. I smoked a tri-tip, and I also smoked, what the heck is that stuff called? Corned beef, and turned out pretty good, but I had them look through the binos as well to get a few other perspectives, and my son really liked the Furies. My daughter, she didn't really give an answer, but I'll kind of go into detail when it comes time for that video. So we got Willard out there. Welcome, Willard. 45 Auto, Mr. Matt Cross. Daniel God is my judge. Lance Hawley's out there. Welcome. Robert Warren, the Crazy Scotsman. What's up, Crazy Scotsman? Hopefully you're doing well. And make sure I got everybody. Jason Hunt is out there as well. Commonwealth Minuteman has shown up. So appreciate it. And we got Rodder 204. Welcome. I got a new haircut today. Got a lot of things done today. I got my truck all washed up, which isn't even a truck. It's a 4Runner. I guess I've always owned a truck, so I just use the word truck. These guys, I don't know what the hell's going on over here, but it's kind of entertaining to watch.
We are having a party.
A partay. We got Barry Danik out there. Brian T's in the house. 80 Baja. And who else snuck in here? Frank Furr's out there. Nancy Mink. Luca is out there as well. And I think we were good. Let's see. You didn't smoke anything out there in Colorado, did you? No, sir, I did not. Actually, I never made it to yeah, I did. I landed in Colorado. Almost said I didn't even go to Colorado, but that would have been a lie. I landed in Denver. Tim Rink, welcome. But all tuned up, got a haircut, got them all cut. I spent the extra money, got them all cut, and pretty excited about that because I was getting a little shaggy. Abigail's out there. Welcome to the show, Abigail. Kind of wanting a nuclear aircraft carrier. You know what? I don't blame you. I was looking at those, and they're a little pricey, Abigail. They're a little pricey, so hopefully you got some deep pockets and get ready to spend some money on that. Let's see. Never looked so wide-eyed in his life. Oh, Ray never looked so wide-eyed in his Well, he's because he was sideways. Sean Downey, what's going on? Let's see, Rick. You got to get a truck, 4-door with a cap shell on it. Sir, I got a Ford F-350 long bed crew cab diesel from 2003 that I have. Thing's been paid off, and it's got the stupid ass 6.0 motor in it, which I'm not a huge fan of since I've blown it up once already. But it is what it is. It's running at this point. Actually, my daughter's driving that now. So she I don't know how many of you guys got kids, but when you make them drive, I made them drive the ranch truck, basically. If you can drive that, like if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a volleyball kind of thing. If you can drive one of them trucks, you can almost drive about anything. What is you and Ray's favorite bipod? That's a good question. I would say for certain matches, and then I'm sure Ray will tune in here in a little bit after he gets done MDing whatever he's doing. The SkyPod on this last match in Wyoming was a very huge benefit. There would have been a few times where the triple pull would have actually been utilized. Now you would have to carry both of them or just run the triple the entire time, which is extra weight. It is probably more than you'll need on most stages, which would have been the case. But there was a few individuals out there using the triple pull, and there was actually a few stages where you needed a triple pull in order to get enough height to engage the target that you needed to. So a lot of us had to shoot off partners, basically kind of kneeled over, and you're shooting off the back of them to get enough height. And that's where the triple pull really would have come. That's where it would have been worth the $284 billion that it cost for that. As far as the Atlas bipod's great for the range stuff. I think it's there's a lot of uses and benefits to it. It doesn't have the ability to do as much stuff, so just keep that in mind. But I would say if you're trying to print groups, we've done a little bit of testing, and the groups actually Ray shot tighter groups shooting the Atlas than he did the SkyPod, at least in the prone position at his house. So if you're trying to print the tightest groups, maybe you would want to change your pants. See what I got to deal with, people? Let's see here. Let me get back over here. Hopefully you guys heard that. And just so you know, that's Ray. He's back talking right now. All right, let's see here. Let me jump back in here. The Feast Kings out there, you need a new 2-door Bronco. Those are actually pretty awesome. The one that I would like to really look at, I haven't seen yet. The only one I've seen is I think they call it the Sport, and not a big fan of that one. I see Rick's wound up on T. That's right, Robert. I'm going full strength tonight. We're doing the Pure Leaf, of course. So Richard, hopefully that helps you out with a favorite bipod, at least on my end. He may, well, his other end's busy right now. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Mr. Thomas Rowland? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you are not driving right now. Hopefully you are, or maybe you're just listening in while you're driving. So if you guys don't know, Thomas is a gentleman that makes things happen. He's a truck driver. So without them great, awesome people, we wouldn't be able to, we'd be running around here killing each other because no one would have groceries and anything else for that matter. So kudos to you, Thomas. Appreciate what you do. Let's see, Mano, good evening. Let's see, you need to do some truck upgrades. Thinking I'll start with a M240. Yeah, that's a good upgrade. And Abigail says, settle for a Leopard 2 MBT. Mr. Todd Elster's out there. If you guys are interested in reloading, never reloaded in your life, and you want to learn how, and somehow you magically came across all these components of madness.
Mr. Todd Elster.
And you have things to make bullets, and then you got Mr. Eagle Eye Shooting out there. If you guys didn't know, Eagle Eye Shooting is sponsoring tonight's chat. So get over to Eagle Eye Shooting, better known as gpgunworks.com.
DP.
That's right, Desert Precision, gunworks.com. And gourd yourself an awesome rifle.
That's right.
And we got, thanks for the help on that. You came in just in time. It's been 3 weeks and I'm still waiting.
Oh, Todd is making comments. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm not going to give away anything, but be watching out for Todd Elster and EP Integrations. He's got something really cool coming up. So that's going to segue us
That's right.
into this next thing. We talked about it. I wanted to show you guys this.
We ain't ready for that yet.
Not ready? Okay.
I haven't even said hi to everybody yet.
I thought that's what you were doing for the last 20 minutes.
I was, but more people keep showing up. Of course,
it's 200 degrees in here.
No, that's because you've been doing no exercise.
Look at you sweating. You just sitting
I ain't sweating. That's called glistening, my man. Glistening. After you farted and
I had to heat it up.
You heated it up in here. See. John Rollins, let's see. Wingnuts out there. Is Milo's the favorite sweet tea of the CCP? No, it's all about the Pure Leaf, my man. Let's see. All right, reloading for some calibers. Yeah, so if you guys see Ray over here screwing up, get over to Mr. Todd Elster for some rifle reloading if you guys are interested. And not only does he do that, I got it over there. No, he builds an awesome annealer. Tape measure. Ain't no tape measure down there.
What kind of garage is this?
This ain't a garage, dick. It's a YouTube studio. All right. Come over and show off your stuff now.
Oh, I gotta have tape measure.
Ray and I had a nice chat today. EP Integrations has a new product about to hit the market. It's going to be amazing. Trust me.
It is going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing. I know.
was actually very, very impressed with it. The quality.
We got Papa Les out there.
Nice.
Yeah, the EP annealer. Let's see. Asian guy, Dutch ovening the team room. Yeah, exactly. AR Guns 1776. There should be a big, it's blue. Oh, right there. Use that. That'll work. A big old 4 foot. See it? We got the famous, just so you guys know, the famous Sam, Mr. Sam I Am, is here. Of course, you know how he is. He's not these guys are messing with Skittles. I'm not very excited about this.
At least we didn't drop it.
Yeah, but it's still early. All right. So what's this magic thing you're going to do? What are you doing to all my rifles, my man?
Messing them up. I'm fixing them for you.
You know what? You can buy them books, send them to school.
And
all I do is I eat the lunch. I started down the reloading road during the worst possible time in history. So back to the factory ammo for now. Yeah, Sean, right now it's tough. It does seem to appear that things are kind of turning back. Things are starting to pop up a little bit. Primers are still a pain in the... Yeah, I wish you guys could see what the hell's going on here.
Might turn the camera up for just a second.
Turn it up.
Well, yes, if they don't see. Hold on, we're going to turn it for just a second.
Just that part, yeah. So anyways, that's what my ceiling looks like. That's unfinished. What is that other thing?
Here.
Oh, that's the light. I got you. And Shazam! McSkittles is back in action.
All right, guys. So you've got McSkittles back here, which measures just over 50 inches from tip of the break to into the buttstock. So we talked about a rifle bag, and we finally got done with it's as close to a finished prototype as you can get. So I just wanted to show you guys this. Tell me what you think about it and what you would think it would be worth.
Keep talking.
Can I hear it?
Can I hit? Here you go. All right, I just got to hit a button here. Keep going. Don't worry about me.
You're not going to be able to save it till you hit on.
You're so all right. So all right.
All right. So guys, this is the rifle bag. What we did was we tried to pad this thing with 1/2-inch padding all the way around. Now, I know it was kind of plain here. This is the Velcro. These are individual pockets. The only difference is if we go through with this is going to be one pocket. The reason we're going to do that is instead of having 3 separate ones, we'll have one here so that we can take a tripod like a Really Bright Stuff, and it will actually fit into this pocket well like that. So we're just going to bridge it. So this will be one full-length pocket, and the other side will be a short pocket. You guys can also see that we use
pretty much, Daniel,
sterling rope in here. We've got it angled so this doesn't pull through.
It actually works.
It works really, really well, especially for a heavy rifle. You can see we've got the QD points here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that camera up for just a second, and I'm going to actually put Skittles in here. We just can't show Skittles.
Here, go ahead. I'll go over here.
All right.
I'm over here. How's that rifle there, mister? Nice and light.
It's very light.
I can't fit in the bag. What's the overall length, gentlemen?
Look how much room's on the scope.
All right, we're good. Anybody? Bueller, how long is this thing? This is Skittles, guys. This is a extra long.
Okay, so guys, Skittles is in here now. This is a YKK, the water resistant, waterproof zippers.
Yeah.
That you'll see it on Only the Best Stuff. And when you flip it around, you're going to see we have a MOLLE panel here for the Bad MF. You also have 2 individual pockets on each side. What I didn't get to show you guys was this. We really tried to do this right. And the pockets are all lined. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, just like that with that material. So super lined, does real well. And then what we've got here is with these QDs. Can you have one of those slings? No, it's usually very warm.
Oh, you found the other end.
So if you have a sling, you know the biggest problem with going to a match is you'll have some guys that'll say, "All right, well you can use a sling on this match; it'll be offhand or whatever." You can take it. This is a Magpul sling.
69 in here.
There's no way it's 69 in here, is it really?
69. You're just hot from working, moving around all day. Trying to get around that.
All right, so what I did then was I went on each side, opposite side of the QD. I have 4 of them in here. So basically you can carry it very comfortably like this, but you can still sling it. So
He's a slinger.
I'm a slinger.
He's a slinger.
So you basically have it like this. You always have your sling with you. You can also take another sling and you can put one on each side and carry it on your back horizontally. But what's nice about this is you can work out of this and have all your data in here, and because it's got the MOLLE system just like this on it. On the inside of this, which I can't show you because we have Skittles in it now, is it has the Velcro openings, so it integrates with everything that's already inside of the Bad MF. So
you can put
if you need AICS holders. Okay, let's take Skittles out of there.
Bullet runners. All my stuff's in the other bag. I don't think these guys are too prepared for this here.
Well, it was last minute.
It was last minute. Time for a torture test. Is it waterproof?
It's water resistant.
Should I do the hurricane test on it? Yeah, that you got to bring all the way back, Sam. Yeah, just like.
Okay, so on the inside of this, on both sides, what you're going to see is we have the Velcro panels here. So if you have the AICS mag holders, boom, there you go. And so you can configure this however you want. You have 4 runners over there.
No.
If you wanted to run the bullet holders, which hold 15 each, you can put those in individually. But either side, whether it's rimfire, center fire, doesn't matter. But once again, all made in the USA with 100% mil-spec materials. I don't know if it's worth going through with it, so I want to hear you guys' feedback on what something like that. It's going to be on the higher end, I can tell you, because just our cost on it is what I wanted to market it for.
You got to remember, it's all made in America. It's all mil spec stuff.
What is the weight limit you can carry in the bag?
How much can you carry?
I'm going to estimate at least 100 pounds because I know the QDs have improved out to almost 300, and they actually have an internal webbing system that goes from one QD to the other, so it's not going to pull out. That was one of my biggest concerns.
Yeah, a lot of them, they just basically sew a strap right at the end.
Yep.
And it doesn't do anything.
This is a full piece of webbing that goes all the way around and cradles it.
Yeah.
And there is padding everywhere, very, very heavy on it. So
Patrick says pockets are too flat, need to pop outward more so you can get things in. Also inside secure straps.
Yeah, I looked at the pop outs, but the problem is that they always end up buckling a little bit. That's why I didn't do those on this. It will hold a spotting scope like a Leupold. You're going to also hold the SIG 3000s. Also, the Really Right Stuff on the one that's a solid through, and there's no issues with holding all of that and the Velcro not popping open. The other thing that I made sure of is that all of this that you see right in here, this still has that heavy padding. So even on the ends, whether it's at the bottom here or at the top, it's there. The thing is, with that Skittles rifle, you still had another 3 inches of clearance on the top of the scope. So typically when you're dealing with larger rifles,
too narrow.
It's hard to get that very last little bit zipped, and this one will accommodate that. So like I said, this is kind of like the final prototype before we decide whether or not we want to go to market with
TB it. Wants to know, hey, is the price about $250?
If we bring it to market, I'm just going to be honest with you, it is going to be
made in the USA.
Yeah, 100% made in the USA. Matter of fact, it's made here locally, stitched here locally, and everything has a certificate of origin for the materials. It is all mil spec. It is going to be a little over $3 if we bring it to market. That's what's kind of got us apprehensive because I wanted to keep it under $250, but there's no way we can do that.
Hey, Vanessa.
The only way we can do that is if we source the materials elsewhere, and I really don't want to do that.
Is it available? Is it going to be available for a 2 rifle style?
We looked at that, but then that's going to make the overall package wider. The reason I wanted to do this bag is not for a ruck style match, but let's say you go to a PRS match like the Hornady match that we went to. It's really dusty.
Yeah, you could carry it.
You don't want to keep your rifle out. You want to have all your gear. You want to have a good way to have the data just to keep it covered, keep it out of the sun, keep the dust off of it.
Yeah, for Hornady, that would be a good bag for
Correct.
Sure.
It's still lightweight enough where it's not too cumbersome. The only thing I can compare it to is like
I'm kind of agreeing with these guys though. That triple are trying to put the English, my man. Trying to put the Really Right Stuff in that pocket.
It's easy.
It'll fit in there
perfectly.
Okay,
no problem.
It'll be deep enough then.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay. I actually have one that has the double pocket, but it didn't have the molly on the outside.
No, not the link, Sam.
No, it's plenty enough to fit.
The width.
I have a working model of that.
The deepness of the L pocket.
9 inches. Yeah.
Mr. Tim Davis, hopefully you are doing well, sir. We got 6 Creeder out there as well. Vanessa Kitty, welcome everybody. Going ballistics out there. Make sure I got everybody here. Patrick Smith, welcome. AJ Klein from West Virginia, welcome to the show, my man. Let's see. And I think I'm caught up. Let's go down here.
Yeah, so we're getting a lot of questions about, do you have a backpack strap? Okay, so one of my biggest complaints about a backpack rifle style like that, and you guys have seen it where it carries the rifle vertically, is in order to get adjusted right, it hits on the back of your thighs. Okay, so I've never been a big fan of carrying them that way. This one you can carry horizontally where it's this way. It's in a bag. Your muzzle will be either left or right, but you can actually run 2 shoulder straps and carry it like a backpack.
It won't have back straps, or it won't have straps. It'll be actually your basically sling. If you wanted to bring 2 slings, you could do it as a
backpack.
And what's nice is, like he said, on some stages they will allow you to have a sling. So having a sling with you at all times makes it work out well. If it keeps water out, hell yeah. Eagle Eye, you're in the desert, bro. You don't even know what water is.
He's still cleaning out the 6R. So you guys do have some great questions. Yeah, I'm going to think it will compare with the Everly stock. I don't know about the drag bag, but comparing it to like the Armageddon gears where they're like $400.
It's not the Everly one.
Yeah, you have the Midway.
But like length if they wanted to.
Correct, but it will accommodate a really large rifle, but still enough room. And being able to integrate the BAT MF on it, it's everything that you need in there as far as the equipment. I don't know about pre-ordering. Like I said, we're just trying to decide on whether or not we want to bring it to market. Like I said, this is the first pretty much full functioning prototype other than the one that I've got that's got the other piece, but it doesn't have the molly on it. So I just wanted to kind of gauge it. You guys have always been really good on your feedback. Just showing you guys that. And then also
dust protection wise, Ryan, it would definitely block the dust.
Yeah, and light rain because it is backed material. It is a water resistant material. It is what they use for the military. It does have a coating on the backside, the DWR on all of it. So, I mean, you're not going to get water to go through it, but it's always going to find its way at stitching on seams and things like that. You guys know that from any of the Gore-Tex jackets.
What's up, Andrew? Hey, get those little strings up.
This is something else I mentioned to you guys. You might have mentioned a lot of you guys were asking for basically a matchbook holder. We've paired up with Colin Fawson over at FEU Outdoors.
Yeah, great
this is 100% made in the USA. He makes these himself, but this was a really good material that we're looking for. It's got a really good zipper. And if you flip it around, you're going to see made in the USA.
Back in the USSA.
And so this is just something we'll start carrying on the site.
I'll trade Moon Dust and Day over the Rust.
Yeah, X-Ring Customs, and it will still fit into the BAT MF. Here's one that I actually use.
That's actually
it'll fit in here perfectly. So if you have a matchbook or if you had something here you want to take notes on, you could use a wet erase. But we'll start carrying these on the side. It'll be less than $30.
And what's cool too is you can grease pencil that thing and wipe it right off.
Correct. But I know a lot of you guys were asking
kind of like these ones.
Asking for it, and I've known Colin for a while, and it'll help everybody out.
Hold on. Big countries here. Let's see here. Maybe you should make a goal to sail, and if you don't hit the goal, then you know it won't be worth making.
Yeah, I've got to do a minimum order of 50 though if I'm going to do them. So you guys can do the math on that. And so I just got to make sure. Yeah, I don't mind sitting on some for inventory, but I can't be sitting on 49 of them. So
yeah,
we're just trying to bring good products out there. That's all. And
it is a good product. We can do it. Definitely holds.
And he's extremely critical. So that's good coming from him.
I'll tell him it's a POS if it is.
Yeah, everything's still going forwards with the belts. We have 1,000 of those on order. I don't know when those are going to be coming out. Should be really soon. The X-Ring Custom T-shirts from Nine Line Apparel. Those will be here this week.
Oh, very nice.
So those will be up on the site.
How to keep the rifle secured inside the bag. Most bags have 2 Velcro straps to prevent movement.
Yeah, LZ USA, you're right. Now, I personally have never used those straps. I always try to get them out of the way or I cut them out.
Let me tell you the problem with those things.
They get caught on everything?
No, well, that too. When you put the rifle and you got it opened up and it's on the ground, you lock it all in. As soon as you actually zip it and then go to carry it and then put it down, it won't stay because the weight's not at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, I'm not going to do the straps. We thought about a cup system with a strap because we have the 2 Velcro panels. So we're thinking about a cup that would Velcro in that you could put the muzzle in, and on the other side you could put a strap. But that would be an additional accessory. But I'm not going to put any inside of there because that's just something else that always snags when you don't want it to.
All right, fellas, got ahead.
We'll see you, Scotsman.
Care, my man.
Trying, Josh. Trying.
How's the UV protection? I'm needing another bag due to cheap polyester degrading. Yeah, the sun is a BITCH when it comes to materials and heck, everything really. So, a lot of people throw that term mil spec around loosely, but this material right here, remember, especially on the Scorpion, we had to actually get approval from the U.S. Army who owns this patent. It's not multicam. This has IR inhibitors, UV inhibitors. It's one of the reasons why we're paying what we're paying is we did do a true military sourced company, one that has to use the products that
will meet all of their requirements. So yes, it is the best of the best, but that comes at a cost.
It's going to depend on the Pelican case. I don't.
Correct.
That's one great thing. You're seeing a lot of like AI makes a beautiful kit.
Yeah.
That box they have, where that was the problem that we ran into at Hornady. So you want a hard case in order to get it on the airplane, and lock it and all that stuff. But then you get to wherever you're going, wherever your destination is. Now you got this stupid Pelican box that you got to deal with. So I like having the soft thing inside the hard.
Ryan Berg, that was a great point. It's one of the reasons why I made these pockets a little bit smaller. They're plenty enough to accommodate. That's why I was kind of staying away from double rifle, because if you're using this for like a PRS rifle, it's going to be heavy enough.
Yeah.
Don't think you're going to want 2 rifles in there. So the pockets are good enough to hold, like I said, binos, spotting scope, but not so large that you just have stuff just clanking around. That's one of the things I don't like, because that's where damage usually comes from.
Yeah, that's what actually happened to I broke that.
Yeah, I really worked hand in hand with the builders, with the sewers, to really get it where we wanted it. I mean, we went through quite a few renderings of this before I was like, yep, that's pretty much it, except the one pocket. But the way it integrates and the way it holds on, and the way you don't have to have the bad MF on there, but that's your data system in the middle. So you could still lay it down in the sand, open it up, and none of that stuff is in the sand as far as the back of it. All of it's elevated. It's going to be at an angle because it's on the case. So what I thought would work well, but we'll see.
Well, and that's what you need out there on those matches.
Yeah.
Basically, you get the match for that stage and start writing all your dope down. And
there you go.
You have your own little board to work with.
Yeah, this has a specific application. You're not going to use it on a ruck match. You're not going to use it on the Bushnell that we just shot, that type of match. It would be one of those where you're carrying your stuff. You don't have access to your vehicle all the time. You're trying to keep the dust, the sand, light rain off of it. It'll be a good way to carry everything.
Well, and any PRS guy that just wants to go to the range to,
but with ultimate protection, because it's full 360 protection. I was really big on that. We actually doubled up
Dick, the kids is out there. Welcome.
What's up, Dick? I actually have that thing printed. I'm going to have one other person proofread it, and then I'll get that to you tomorrow.
There you go.
We need Kickstarter for gun-related products. Yeah, it is a soft good, though. We could say it's a trombone case.
No, keyboard.
Yeah, there you go.
It fit a keyboard perfectly. For those of you multi-shooting musicians out there,
what's up, mil-spec?
we got a keyboard. No, that would seriously work for a keyboard.
Yeah, just marketed as such.
Yeah. All right.
What else we have going on?
Well, Sam's going to tell us the story.
Crickets. That's the cricket story.
Yeah,
the crickets.
That wall looks good, huh?
It's getting there. A little dark over there. Darkness. Anyway, we do have the VOD finale match coming up. I think that's going to be the next one. Then the Microtech Pro-Am will be at Clinton House. Then we have the Memorial 3-gun, which will be out in Maxton, North Carolina.
Snipers Unknown.
And then we have Snipers Unknown. I did get a call from the producers of Surviving Man today.
That's what I heard.
And they're going to start doing a spinoff. And the guys that were competitive shooters, like myself, Chris, and a few of the other guys, what they want to do is bring a film crew out in some of the matches and basically get footage of that. So I talked to one of the match directors from Snipers Unknown. He said it'll be fine as long as they do video disclosures and all this, because there's some people that can't have their videos on there, or their faces shown on videos. So I think it'll be cool.
We don't got a gun show coming up, but we do have the Houston, Texas. Oh, here?
Yeah.
But we got a knife show coming up too.
Yep, the NRA convention.
September 1st is not
Texas.
the date. It's like the 2nd or 3rd or something, but we got to be there the 1st to set up. So, yeah, Texas, the NRA convention.
Yep, so we'll be out there. And
so if you guys are in the area of Houston, Texas, partners, come on over.
So wait, y'all can read sheet music? I can. I think Rick can.
I'm more of a tabs guy. I can do chords. So yeah, if I can read if I have the music, I don't know what's up. But if you give me some chords, I can. play horribly then.
Bit of string bass.
Come on, Sam. They want to hear your story now.
No idea.
Dick says, keep the cameras away from Rick and I. No, y'all are going to be on the same squad, so we'll definitely have the cameras.
Yeah, Dick, I actually talked to somebody. I'll leave it out. But chamomile. But
I thought you just leave it out.
But we're going to hopefully be on the same squad, so it'll be pretty cool. We can watch. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, yeah, just so you guys know, my partner this year for Snipers Unknown is Mr. Dick Hedges right there. So it should be pretty good. What'll work out well, too, is, and these are very hard to record because everybody's like special forces and you can't video any of the guys in the red shirts or whatever color shirts.
Yeah, a lot of them come from the schoolhouse.
They're all badasses, so we got to be careful what we record.
And they were good with that.
What's up, Mr. Josh? Hopefully you're doing well.
Josh has been shooting strong. I did get the Bergara
B14. Shooting really strong.
I got it in the mail, so I've got it today. I put a trigger tech in it, and I want to get the shooting it, see how it groups compared to a Voodoo, but it's the Bergara steel barrel B14, so big shout out to Bergara for that. And then how many of you guys have ever had experience or have used, this is new to me, a Huber Concepts trigger? I'd like to hear it because I know Allison, Zane, and like Dorgan.
Those are the backwards triggers, right? Like
those guys shoot them?
Like trap shooting? No.
What are you talking about? When you push forward and it fires?
No, you squeeze it and then let go and it fires.
Yeah, no, this is not one of those.
Well, what is it?
I just asked.
This is a 1 hour show.
Huber Concept.
I know. What is it?
It's a trigger.
You know that deserves cry job.
It's just a trigger. There's nothing else to it.
Orange is the new brown shirt, by the way.
Ben Huber. It's been using Huber since I first started. Your prompt is on them.
Yep.
Long range shooting. So Seebeck shoots quite a bit. He loves it. I actually spoke with John today at length. He reached out to me, and so we talked, and I'm going to try one of his triggers.
Nice.
I have one in a Remington 700. Awesome trigger, 2-stage. That's actually what I requested. We need to fool the match director and to get us one of those cool guy shirts.
What, the red ones? No, then people will be asking us. Push forward trigger.
It's a set trigger like on the CZ. You actually push forwards, and then the next one is just ounces.
I have one of those on the. No, it's not a push forward though. It's 2 trigger.
Yeah, you're talking about the Daewoo, the triple action.
No, my Thompson center.
Ryan Berg says adjustable, everything on it. If you like 2-stage, you'll really like it. I mean, that's great to hear. Great to hear.
Yeah, release triggers and trap shooting. That's what I was thinking of, Tim. That was my big guess of the day, and I failed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good.
What are you looking forward to?
That trigger, yeah. I want to try it out.
I'm looking forward to you shooting that Bergara in the next match.
If it shoots well enough, I will. I'm not scared. I don't have to shoot the Voodoo.
No, I think you should shoot it anyways, even if it shoots really crappy. Like,
it's the finale.
I know.
If it shoots really crappy, I'm not going to shoot it, but I don't think it'll shoot crappy.
I'm trying.
Ben Blevins shoots with that now. He shoots with a steel-barreled Bergara B14. I've heard some good things if you find the right ammo. So even Sam's like, it's freaking hot in here. I don't know
what does it say.
That is not right.
Hand me that thing, please, Sam.
It is probably 80-something degrees in here right now.
No, there's no way in heck it is.
His stuff's broke.
Sam's sprinkler, man. Sam's a sprinkler right now.
You need to show him your head. Just put your head in the thing.
Come on, show him your sprinkler action. This should be what's up.
That thing's broken. 67, my butt.
That's what I set it to.
Well, it's not even running.
I know. What's up? What'd you do, Sam?
I didn't touch it.
I'm just kidding. Relax.
I actually took my watch off to find out the temperature. And let's see here. Let's see here.
This ought to do something. It's 69 degrees in here.
It is not 69 degrees in here.
Yes,
even
is.
Sam will tell you that.
Where's my damn Kestrel?
Yep.
I just did something.
Yeah, you did something.
You know what?
What?
That's not nice, Mr. Ray. That should do something. Call Big Country. Yeah, Big Country. Big Country might know. What button do I hit to make this damn thing work? Let's see. Problem is, it came with the instruction book that was about the size of a Bible, and I'm like, well,
I can tell you the humidity in here is 91%. That much I know.
No way.
Yeah, it is.
You guys are.
You must be sick or something.
I ain't sick.
Sick in the head.
Oh, that's probably a true fact.
You got it on rain.
I don't know what. That's the heater. Shut up.
Are you not
There we go.
burning up in here?
You know what? Get out then. Can't handle
I think I will, man. It's too hot.
Rick has a thermometer set on metric. It is working, my man. Let's see.
That's not on. Oh, holy crud.
Here, you want to try to figure this out, Mr. You probably, one of your, never mind, I'll be nice.
Yeah, one of my cousins maybe.
One of your cousins probably built this. What's the main difference, Remington, between the Remington M700 and the M24, besides the purpose that it is?
The barrel contour.
Barrel contour.
It's a long barrel, really long barrel. And if it's a true M24, it's going to have provisions for iron sights, like a peep sight, like backup irons.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the big differences. And the M24 is a whole lot heavier.
There you go.
I don't know if they could hear that, but
I think they did. Tennessee has a constitutional carry. Cheers. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, actually. Yep, there's another dick. There we go. What's the main difference between the...
Holy crap.
Don't set it at 40 either.
No, it's on 69.
See, I told you it was.
No, it just came on. Holy crud. Sam and I were here just like...
Josh liked your B14. Yeah, Josh got all sorts of cool new things. I haven't had a chance to hang out with him in a while. Let's see here.
Come on. Come on.
Laughing my ass off. Pulverizer, you ain't fooling no one around here. Let's see. Commonwealth, long story short, M24 is built by one guy on a separate line. If Waco Chipman has blocked me on Twitter yet. Not yet. You getting at him, though. Everyone has gone scary if you don't ask permission. All right, let's see here. I'm in Tennessee. Finally been carrying the last couple days. Well, legally anyways. There you go, Shaggy. You can count the countries on less than one hand that the CCP has conquered. It takes the entire book of count how many countries. That's true, Wingnut. Well said, well said. So hopefully we got Willard was out there. Hopefully he's shooting that match coming up. I believe he's signed up already for Chris Simmons' match, the last final finale. And then I know Chris Beck, he's in, so he'll be shooting there. Did you know that? Chris will be shooting that match.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then yeah. Let's see. September 1st. That's cool. B14 or 457, what would be your choice? If it wasn't for those stupid little magazines. My match is this Sunday. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, buddy?
So Tim Rink, I'm going to answer this because I have both of those.
Hey,
Rick kind of hit on one of them. Okay, the CZ457 is a nice rifle. There's no doubt about it. But you do have the little tiny magazines, which isn't end of the world, but they are smaller magazines. So if you're looking for something that's kind of like a true trainer that might be similar to your centerfire, that's going to be one of the downsides is that little dinky magazine. Now, they feed pretty reliably.
Yep.
The other benefit is it's very easy to switch out barrels. You can go to CZ USA. You can buy a barrel online.
That's a bonus.
You can go with different lengths. You can go with a threaded barrel, different contours. It's super easy to do. You can buy a premium barrel. You know, I think Josh has done a ton of videos on the CZs. The Bergara is going to give you the ability to basically have something that's a straight drop-in on a Remington 700 chassis. So if you wanted to upgrade that chassis to something like an XLR or an MPA or something like that, you can do that. Now, a lot of those companies do make provisions for the 457, but you could do double duty if you have some other Remington 700s laying around. So that's kind of the differences that I see. They're both going to shoot pretty well. I would stay away unless you're hunting with it from any of the carbon barrels on the Bergara. That's really more for a lightweight hunting application where you're trying to save the weight.
Yeah, and you're only going to shoot a few rounds.
And yeah, shorter strings of fire. Other than that,
squirrels or something.
yeah. Other than that, I complain about both of them as far as the cheek riser. It's really tough to get the cheek riser up high enough on the B14 to accommodate my needs.
And the CZ trainer.
The CZ trainer had the, you know, it didn't even have a cheek riser, but it depends on the models that you buy.
Well, the problem is too, if you get an area 419 when you go from dovetail to a Picatinny, that's like a 1/2 inch, and then you add the scope mount on top of that. You're really bringing that up, so not having anything kind of sucks.
Correct. So, like you said, on the 457, it doesn't have a Picatinny on top. You've got to buy that accessory module or that rail that's basically going to clamp on with some tension screws, and then you're going to put your stuff on top of that. So you're already getting more height.
Yeah.
The B14, it's like I said, it's just like a Remington 700. You just go with like a 30-minute of angle rail.
To answer pulverizer, there is spots supposedly available. Go on Practice Score, and they did give the first goers, basically the people that have been shooting in the series, they're giving away trophies, basically giving away double trophies. So you're going to have the series trophies, and you're also going to have maybe like Chris Beck, it's his first time there, you know, and he gets a first place or whatever. He can win that trophy. He just can't win the series trophy. So.
Yeah, Stratos 27. Unfortunately, there was no time because we got so crazy. Never had a chance to get it Cerakoted. I actually just grabbed all the parts, and I'm just going to throw it back together.
We're gonna rattle can it, right?
You know, I don't even know if I'm going to be shooting that one because I might be shooting the Bergara. We'll see.
You should shoot the Bergara
just to do it. It's almost kind of like one of those. I don't know. I've got the Voodoo. I know what it'll do. Let's shoot the B14. But either way, I've got to get ready for it because it's, you know, a month out, and I don't even have a scope mounted on a rifle right now.
The lower window looks half size to the top. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean? You just have one last corner to patch up and then tape in mud. Shaggy Rifleman. Yep. Shaggy Rifleman's been tagging us in every one of his house pictures. You crazy man, you. Let's see. When you're done, head over to Rick's place for a ceiling. Yeah, 45 auto. You're correct. We need Shaggy Rifleman to finish this mess up. I'm surprised old Kreiderman's not in here.
Andrew, I think I do. I might be able to accommodate that request. Let me get my hands on it, and I'll text you back.
I want Ray and Rick to do a video on how they do on the mower. Oh, we got mowers. Let's see. Damn, Rick, you almost as gray as X-Ring. That's not gray, my man. That's called
experience.
wisdom. That's called wisdom highlights. I only see 3 places open at VOD. So yeah, there's 3 spots open. Bill Sweeney just told us what's left. I won't be getting any trophies. LOL. Shit, Chris, you shoot really damn good. I'm gonna have to kick you in the shoulder or something so you don't shoot so well.
Yeah, Spy Sweeper. Josh is absolutely correct on that, and it's 2 screws. I mean, it's so easy to switch it out and just extremely quick.
It's almost like a double Ruger 1022 almost kind of.
It's similar, yeah. But it has a different interlock system.
You aging fast, Mr. Skunk Ape.
And Bill Sweeney, I'll need to get up with you because if I end up shooting that Bergara, I'll need to find out the name of those extensions again, so I can at least have some
for the mags.
Yeah.
No, just swap mags.
Boy, you're just really trying to get me under the rug, aren't you?
No.
Skunk Ape said, "You aging fast." We're all aging fast, man.
Oh, I'm just glad we're aging. Let's see. On the mower, Chris has
the mover. Chris
on the mover
this video.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. What is that? PWN. Welcome. There was a video on. Actually, I got it right here. This would be something you guys might be interested in. It might be something you'd see on a match coming up. It's pretty interesting. Let's see here. What the heck? What the? This is something you might see at a match. Unfortunately, you got these crazy-minded knuckleheads. Let's see if it'll turn sideways, and it won't. So you gotta shoot the deer and coyote in between that hole there. So that kind of sucks.
And the bottom is like a rabbit. What is that?
I think it's a coyote howling. Okay. But that's what you're looking at for that match coming up. So you have to shoot it within that window. So, and Chris Simmons, he'll probably have it at like 850 yards or something with the 22. So who knows? But yeah, that's the picture of it. Let's see, I was just wondering, thinner pencil barrel with iron sights have changed the thicker barrel. Possible stock channel, but
I know, it feels a ton better, man.
What button wasn't hit, or what was the deal?
It wasn't on AC. It was on like the sun.
That's the heater.
Yeah, exactly. So we put it on air conditioning.
Chris Beck, of course you like that. Let's see. Yeah, so that'll be something neat. Be kind of interesting. We haven't seen that at that series. Actually, the only mover I shot was at Hornet.
Dang, Pulverizer says, what airport would I look for to fly into the match? Honestly, Asheville Regional is probably going to be the closest, and from there you're going to be about an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things, if you need to get it worked out or somebody needs to pick you up or something, I'm sure we could accommodate that, get you to the match.
Yeah, and I think Chris is going to head down here.
Yeah, Bob Smith, you
before.
can absolutely, and congratulations for getting started in the PRS 22 and the NRL 22.
Heck yeah,
You can absolutely get around not having a Kestrel. It won't be as good, but it'll be close enough. I'm going to recommend, we've talked about this before. You've got a ton of different shooting apps. Just download Strelock Pro. They have all the profiles in there for pretty much all of your bullets. You can run an RA4 profile, and you can run your dope, true it out, ballistically true it. You're good to go.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the Kestrel. Kestrel just makes your life a little easier. And Eagle Eye brings up a good point. The Kestrel is
Sure,
only a tool
Chris.
to get you close on the target. And that's what you have to realize, guys. I mean, I'm going to call you out on it because it happens, but the last couple matches, you've had some issues with the Kestrel. So much so that you bought a backup. I've always had, a backup, but it's just a tool. It will go funky on you every once in a while, and you'll get some bad numbers. Even Matt was having that at the last match that he finished third in.
You want this stuff. You want to have it on paper.
Yeah, if you're looking for a ballistic computer that spits out, 12.5 mils and you think it's going to be exact every time, that's not it. It'll get you pretty darn close, and you can get a pretty good chart. But occasionally, you need to spot your own impacts and say, hey, even though this was calling for 12.2 mils, it's hitting a little low, and you need to remember that because your environmentals are going to change throughout the day.
Comfy cot. No, I got a bed upstairs.
Yeah.
Not mine. The other side of the house. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll be good. I can't wait. Can't wait for the match. There's like a month. But we're right at a month right now. So that's pretty good. Giving everybody time to get their last minute data. I got the 360 running, put it all together. Finally put the spur mount on it and the razor on it. Did you see? Oh, you haven't seen it because it's hiding on the other side. I got a couple of little ninja tricks on my new rifle.
Gotcha. Spy Sweeper, I think Josh actually has the MTR, specifically the MTR. So
that is a beautiful stock.
It is a very beautiful stock.
Yeah. I like that one. Actually, Josh just switched over to some chassis. I don't remember which one it is. He had a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting one of those Wooks chassis. It's supposed to be a straight Remington 700 drop-in. Maybe drop that in a Bergara, see how that looks and shoots. I know it doesn't have an integrated ARCA rail, but it'd be something just to show up at a match and shoot it. What the heck?
Yeah,
that's right. That'll work. M-lock, right?
Yeah. I need to find the...
Anybody have experience with this? XLR chassis folders. I just ordered a chassis today with their sale and got their folding option. I hope it stays sturdy. Jay, I do have a lot of XLR chassis, but I don't have a single one with the folder mechanism on there, so I can't answer that. But
keep us updated. For sure.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, a folding stock on that ruck match would have been great.
Yeah, I actually just put the latest Element 4.0 in the Bergara. That's what's in it right now. I just didn't have a chance to shoot it today. I ran out of time.
Should a bipod have some flex when loaded like in Atlas, or should I have almost no flex like in Accutech? Doesn't see much flex increase, recoil jump, and loss of your shot impact picture. He's talking about the legs actually bending.
Yeah, they do flex. You're going to feel some flex regardless if you're using like an Atlas, like a BT46 or a BT10. The Skies. I mean, the longer you get those legs, even with the Thunder Beast, and the AccuTac is built like a tank. That's just a huge bipod,
and it weighs like a huge.
And it weighs a ton. But it says, or should it have almost no flex like an AccuTac? Doesn't such flex increase recoil jump and the loss of your shot impact picture? Yeah, it could. Just depends on how much you've got it loaded. Here lately, we haven't been doing much bipod shooting because most of the matches we've been doing a lot of positional stuff. Even at Burris, there weren't but so many chances you could shoot off your belly. A lot of that you were shooting off of a bipod or just some
tripod or something.
Yeah.
Cloud Kicker says, "What's up, guys? Missing you at Griffin Group." Oh, missed. Yeah, we were up in Wyoming. I actually was bummed out we missed that one.
Yeah, I wanted to make that. Matt made the trek, went down there, and I really wanted to do that. Because I know John puts on a great match.
For sure.
Yeah, I was already on the road.
He had to represent for us. Matt did.
Yeah, Pursuit of Action says the MTR, VPT, and LRP all have the same chamber. That's good to know.
Foldy boys make everything better.
Dang, 96 people in here.
That's right. Hopefully you guys are doing that thumbs up thing. If so, I appreciate it. What else? Any other questions we might have missed?
Bergara B14 has a carbon ring, I think, throwing rounds. Yeah, there's a review I need to do on one of those Tesla bore scopes. They did send me one, the whole integrated thing, and having a bore cam does help. So that way.
Oh, it is huge.
It's huge. If you want to see if there's a carbon ring or anything like that in the chamber, it's funny because when we were at Burris, I had a lot of problems on sight-in day. I had to tear the rifle apart. And at one time, we got to the point where we couldn't even chamber around. Kenny can back me up on this. I was like, man, what is going on? Do I have a broken shell on there or what? And we looked in there, and it was a piece of a polymer tip had broken off, and it was in the chamber. So every time we were putting around in there, it wouldn't go in. It wouldn't seat. And we kept pulling it out. The piece of plastic would stay in the chamber. The brass was ejecting, and that happened about 4 or 5 times. Like, what?
That was when we were zeroing in Wyoming, right?
Yeah, I remember. The polymer tip broke off. That's
crazy.
Shooting my new Voodoo 360. I had 60 minutes of angle between the rail and the scope mount. And Athlon chronoscope had 30.5 mils of adjustment.
Damn.
Wow, 60 minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love having 50. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Seems to help out a lot. Yeah, he did, Cloud Kicker. He I saw he had gotten third.
Yeah, he said he thought Chris Simmons got in his head because he was saying
he did.
The last two stages.
Chris Simmons was doing ninja shit.
He said
he does the same crap you do. You got me. You got me. Yeah, I can tell you got me on this one. Good job. Good job. This guy plays mind tricks. Chris Simmons, he probably played it. I told Matt, I said, Chris Simmons got you. You weren't ready for that. That was a ninja mind trick.
It worked.
And then
yeah, we troubleshooted every problem on 0 day besides a case head separation. That's it. That was it. But hey, it ran 100%. We had 0 issues during the match, and that is all that matter. PSA to the rescue.
Yeah, it's a good thing you had an extra. Wilton, well armed. Welcome to the show, buddy.
I got 40 in the rail and nothing in the mount. No issues zeroing at 50 yards.
Get a hold
of the downslope. No, you shouldn't. But it depends on the scope, Jay. That's the biggest thing. You got to know how much internal adjustment you have. Every scope is going to be different. You might have 90 or 120. I know I tried a 50 on one scope and I couldn't get it to 0 at 50 yards. So you'll have to try it out and see. Let's say, hypothetically, someone wants to take a training grenade that you can get at military surplus stores and stuff it full of firecrackers. Would it actually work? Just hypothetical. Probably not, because you'd have to separate the firecrackers. You would have to have enough force to separate the firecrackers. And you know what happens to a firecracker when you break it and you light it? It just goes because it's not contained. It just fizzes off the ends. It's all about the pressure. So if I was betting, I'd say no, that wouldn't work.
He's putting together a Savage 110 tactical and 300 Win Mag in the MDT LLS XL Gen 2. Good Lord. How about How about much external weight should? You're gonna have to figure that out once you put it all together with the scope on it to get it balanced. That will definitely depend on barrel contour and all sorts of stuff.
Cloud Kicker said Simmons played him. Said he was beating him only to win in the end.
Yep.
Dick Hedges says illegal.
Now, Cloud Kicker. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that one.
Dick Hedges says I guess it's illegal to do the firecrackers in there.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because you're trying to make a hand grenade. It's like making a pipe bomb. That's illegal.
There wouldn't be enough pressure contained anyway. It's got a hole drilled in the bottom. There's no way to
even
if you welded it out. But then
I don't know, but we can't talk about how we build bombs.
We're not talking about building anything. I'm just saying. I mean, if anybody knows how a grenade fuse works, well, number one, you better make sure it's not an instant fuse. Okay, so that'd be bad news. You want to make sure it's got a burn down, and you got to make sure that you've got the fuse for it.
You need a karate chop?
No, I'll karate chop you with this Arca Swiss.
Oh, you want
this is the new legal tool.
This? Heat and pressure under pressure. Jedi mind tricks. That's right. Let's see. How's the new truck, Ray? Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Ray got a new truck. Well, kind of a truck. It's kind of like a half truck.
It's definitely not the truck that I had. Okay, so I got rid of the 2500 HD the day I left out on the trip and got one of the new Chevrolet, the 1500 pickups with the 5.3 in it. So if you get used to the torque of a diesel, then everything else seems kind of anemic. It had plenty of power to pull, but just hearing the engine, the RPMs and whatnot, that was a little disconcerting at first. Also, the tongue weight made it sag a little bit more than I was used to because of that 2500. However, I had over 100,000 miles on it. It was time to get rid of it. So I got a new truck with an unlimited powertrain, drivetrain warranty.
Bumper
so I
to
can
bumper.
at least sleep a little better. And it's quieter. The ride is much better. Cloud Kicker said I would stop talking about that.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between detonation and deflagration?
You know the difference between farting and sharting?
Yep.
Same thing. Let's see.
Wow, X-ring is pretty fast.
Yeah, that's what I was
Kenny
looking
said
for.
too. He said
he's fast. I don't even know how he moves that quick. What's up? Sergeant Devil Dog is in the house. Yeah, Jay, you don't even know this little
absolutely.
This little crack squirrel ninja over here. He can move.
It was a pleasure sharing the experience and meeting these two knuckleheads once again.
Who said
likewise, Kenny?
Oh, Eagle.
And I will remember.
I'll
remember Kenny for a long time. Back of the truck. Those two big scratches.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just so you guys know, if you have a bipod on your rifle and your buddy's got a hardtop cover, don't put your rifle on the truck. Jeez, what a
we go to the car wash and Rick's like, what's this? And I said, oh, that's Kenny. Everybody leaves a mark on my truck. Sergio tried to ride commando on the side of the FJ Cruiser, and his belt scratched the whole side of the door. You don't remember? You remember that? No, it's like I said. What are you doing, Sergio? Writing your name on the door?
No Microtech giveaway, Mr. Fingerboarding.
No, not tonight. Not tonight.
Bum for that.
But we do have them for sale on the website. So if you're looking for a Stitch or LUDT or SOCOM Elite, we do have them on X-Ring Customs.
Bro Dozer. What up, Bro Dozer? Burning versus
wait,
exploding.
you had a diesel with 100,000 miles on it. So ace in the hole. That's what everybody says. And I've owned a lot of diesels. Everyone says 100,000 miles not even broken in yet. The problem is it's been statistically proven with all vehicles that at 100,000 miles is when you're going to start encountering problems.
Especially a gas vehicle.
This is why most fleet vehicles are sold at that. So the engine might be good, the drivetrain might be good, but you're going to start having a lot of electrical, everything else. So the warranty was getting ready to go out, and it was just one of those. Right now, they're buying diesels and paying a premium for them.
Oh, right now,
so I couldn't pass up on it.
I know. I wish someone would call me about buying my old truck. L. Bryant, welcome to the show. Next match is going to be August 7th. It's going to be the 22 LR final finale.
The finale.
The finale.
VOD.
And then we got Snipers Unknown. We got Memorial 3 gun. We got. What the heck's the other 3 gun one?
The Memorial 3 gun
No.
and Microtech Pro-Am.
The Pro-Am, Microtech Pro-Am. And
you'll
then-
have to
then
shoot
if we
as
end
a
up-
pro because you're sponsored by Vortex
Yeah,
now.
that's just dumb. I don't want to have to shoot as a pro. And then we got the Houston. Hopefully, we make it to the Houston PRS. What do you call it? Championship?
Nationals?
Nationals?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
See what happens. Guys, it's been a while since I've caught up on these live streams. Yeah, Chico.
What's up,
You
Chico Wise?
slacker. You slacker. Get your butt back over here in these chats. Bump Tech's out there. What's going on, Bump Tech?
Hornady PRC this weekend. I'm going. Too bad you two are not. Yeah, unfortunately.
Going to.
Jay,
Oh, I would seriously just. No, I can't.
Jay says, X-Ring, I saw your review for the Winnebago. Man, I want one. I got the dual motor Cybertruck coming next year, but I doubt I can tow a 5,000-pound trailer loaded, not with any decent range. So the Micro Mini is not that heavy. If you're looking at the regular, they have another Mini. It's more, but I think the Micro Mini unloaded is like 3,200 pounds or so. I had no issues pulling it. The guys, I drove over 6,000 miles in those 2 weeks. It was a lot of fuel, but I have no complaints with the Micro Mini. A quick follow up on that. One morning I woke up and I heard a little bit of gurgling out of the AC unit.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
And I turned it off, and as soon as I did, I had a waterfall inside. And basically what it was the condensation trap. We had parked near a tree that was blowing these little blossoms off, and it had gotten some of the blossoms wedged in the condensation tray, and so it was backing up. It was quick, made probably 2 paper towels. That was the only issue we had for the entire trip other than 2 flat tires. I took 2 spares with me and went through both of them on the way out, split a sidewall, and then had a tread that was starting to delaminate on one. So, yeah, always make sure you take spare tires with you, spare wheels. All right, so let's see. I have a new tech school here. Every year, a new crop of diesel bulldozers. Yeah, I do pull a trailer a couple times a week, for yard stuff and whatnot. I'm probably going to miss the diesel a little bit, but not as bad as I think I'm going to. And it is a much smoother ride. All right, let's see. I'm trying to get caught up, but yeah, thanks, Jay. I think you'll be fine. That Cybertruck's actually pretty cool if you got one in order. I know Val's got one in order. My wife's been looking at a Tesla here lately, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Those were new tires that went. One was virtually brand new, but we hit when I say virtually, it might have had 100 miles on it. There was a bridge somewhere outside of Memphis that there was a pothole right before the edge of the bridge, and I know that it had a sharp edge on it. And I avoided it with the truck. Trailing tires just hit it on the trailer, and it didn't blow out. What it did was it split the whole sidewall. It was still holding air, but I'm not going to keep pushing that. So I went ahead and changed it out. That tire was useless. Discount Tire did come to the rescue on that one. How did you get the helmets on the shelf? There has to be a good story behind them. So fingerboarding, those are Rick's. Rick was actually a battalion chief. I think everybody knows that, a firefighter. But they did a yearly shoot for Sporting Clays, I believe it was. These were actually the trophies, some of them. Someone was asking about these helmets, and I said this was for like Sporting Clays. Trap, sorry. And so, yeah, that's 2010, first place, Trap Shoot for Charity, 2009, 2008, 2006. And then these are just the shields for...
this one right here, I got bit by a black widow.
Okay.
So, I didn't make that one.
But you got the helmet?
No, look, 2006, Black Widow bite.
Oh, 2007 is missing.
Yeah, and I got 6, 8, 9, and 10.
Nice.
I used to shoot a shotgun off. Silver Fox is in the house.
What's up, Silver Fox?
Let's see. We got 6 Creator. Let's see.
We have an interesting story about Silver Fox.
We do have a really interesting story about. So once upon a time,
he snookered us both.
he done whooped up on us young whippersnappers.
So Silver Fox invited us to go fishing, and so we went fishing with him, and we went to a place we'd never been before. He had never been before, and the water was the clearest I'd ever seen.
Oh man, it was so nice.
You could throw a spinnerbait out,
you could
and
see
from
it.
the moment that it hit the water, even retrieving it,
You could see
you could follow it the whole way, and it was a naturally spring fed lake, and yeah, he caught a nice bass, and we caught little tiny bass.
Yeah. 3-gun Abigail. Yeah, we got 2 matches coming up. I actually mounted. Where's that one at? Yeah, I mounted the 1 to 10 on my 3-gun rifle, so I still got to 0 that. But I'll be shooting that the HD, the Vortex HD 1 to 10, Gen 3.
Jay, this is a really good question,
How long have
and
you guys been shooting, and how did you guys get sponsored? Go ahead.
okay, so I actually did a chat on this a long time ago with another sponsored shooter.
There's my buddy right there.
I've been shooting for as long as I can remember. I mean, literally. There's a whole story behind that, but it kind of got into competition, indoor, like USPSA and whatnot. That's how I kind of got my feet wet. Started doing that. And I think I was maybe 15 or so, and then it just progressed, and I got into long range shooting. And eventually, your name will get out there. Eventually, someone will contact you. Reaching out, that could work, but it depends on what you're offering in return. I've heard a couple of different things. Either you're really good and you're going to have offers come in, or B, they just want an ambassador for their company, and they don't really care how you finish as long as you represent the company in a positive light. So I'm just saying what the facts are. So, I will tell you, I had sponsors, and I was a sponsored shooter before I ever had a YouTube channel or anything like that, before that ever started growing.
Yeah.
And my very first sponsor was TMT Tactical. It was Toner Machining Technologies out of Morganton. And I was put in touch with that company through some other shooters. They were like, man, you need to have him take a look at you. And so basically they provided, firearms and customization, all this. He does a lot of the Ted Nugent stuff. And from there, I got picked up by Defender Ammunition, and it just started snowballing. Be careful who you shoot for. Make sure that you believe in the product. Don't ever be a shill for a company. If you don't like the product, don't shoot it. It doesn't matter what it is. I am going to be shooting Cobalt rifles this year for Cobalt Kinetics. I did meet the new owners. To be honest with you guys, like I always am, with my first experience with Cobalt, they were using a different barrel manufacturer. But since then, when I was on the Surviving Man TV show, the owners, Aaron and Jason, the new owners of Cobalt, who bought the company, were out there, and they had heard my name, and they paired up with Roscoe. Now, I know the guys over at Roscoe Barrels. They do some incredible barrels. And so, it kind of happens that way. And then I do have some other sponsors. I'm sponsored by Burris, I'm a Burris team shooter. Rick is sponsored by Vortex.
Yeah.
And every company is different. Some of them will offer you free products. Some of them will offer you money, basically, and they'll pay you X amount per month. But know what you're getting into, know what you're obligating yourself to. One of the things about it is I try to do a lot of different shooting disciplines. So you guys know that I shoot the rimfire, I shoot the regun, I shoot center fire, and I shoot these sniper matches, these ruck matches. So I have a lot of different things to choose from. So you got to be careful, because if you pair up with this brand pistol, that pistol might not work for these other type of disciplines. So you just got to be careful that it lines up with what you do and that you can represent it in a positive way. They're really big on social media. Unfortunately, I'm not real big on social media. I'm not real big on Instagram or Facebook. I actually deleted my Facebook account. I just started it back here recently, but that's just to have something, because every time I'd ask him about information on the match, he says, oh, you got to go to the Facebook page. And I could never get to it.
Yeah.
The YouTube has been a good outlet for that, but that's how being a sponsored shooter really works. Some of them are really attractive deals. Honestly, my biggest supporter, my biggest sponsor has been Microtech Knives. The owner has been really behind me on that. With regards to shooting and allowing me to use it around my work schedule. So that's been huge. Sure. So big shout out to them.
And then on the other end, the same thing. I mean, been shooting forever. I grew up where a place where shooting was just a normal thing, and always have enjoyed it. And most of my stuff was shotgun stuff. So kind of like, I wasn't even a big trap shooter. And most of it was sporting clays. Definitely enjoyed that. And then I started getting into pistol, and then met him. We started doing 3-gun years back. And but I would say for the sponsorship for this, for me, it's not, I would consider myself an okay shooter. I'm not great in any aspect of it, but I think it was mostly just very very big fan of Vortex and have been for years. And luckily there's people on here that I haven't seen him tonight, but he got in contact with Vortex for me and reached out to him. So it wasn't like me trying to get, asking for anything. So I was in the right place at the right time, I guess, was the only reason why that ever even came to tuition.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to speak your mind. I mean, don't be, okay. So being a sponsored shooter is really more about being an ambassador to the sport more than anything. Don't ever think you're so good that you don't have time to help a newer shooter or somebody that's got questions. Now, there is a time and place for it. When the guy's getting ready to shoot a stage and he's going through his mental checklist, that's not the time to bother this guy and start asking questions about dope and everything else. You'll know when that time's right. But also realize, regardless of who you're shooting for, let's say you're shooting for brand X scope. They might not have a scope that fits the application that this person's asking you about. Don't be so, well, you got to shoot brand X because this is why brand X is the best. I mean, be truthful about it. I don't know of any scope company that makes the best of everything. As much as I like Night Force and Schmidt and Bender and Burris, and they all have a different application for your needs and reticles that will suit your needs better.
Well, I think a good reason why, companies are willing to send free stuff to certain people is, a great example is, and Willard and those guys are out there. We were on the same squad. It's like, hey, they were asking like, how's this Fury work? I'm like, here,
try it.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
Try it out on the next stage or whatever. The data won't be right because it's not for his rifle, but that's, us doing these kind of things and trying to help people out in the community. That's what we've always, if you go back on most of our old chats, we're trying to get you guys that are thinking about it. I always try to say, if you're kind of on the fence and you're thinking about doing a match, just go do it. People are going to have stuff that you can borrow. Just have fun, enjoy it, be safe. But, really trying to promote the sports of shooting, not in one aspect of just 22 long rifle or 3-gun or whatever, the whole gamma of the stuff we're doing. So,
yeah.
And we do quite a few disciplines compared to most. They're very oriented in one, USPSA or 3-gun only or something. But just get out there and sign up for it at practice score. And
the other thing that I think that's unique about your and my channel is that there's a lot of YouTube reviewers, and then there's a lot of competitors. What you don't find, or you typically don't see,
YouTube shooters,
the competitors that are shooters.
Yeah.
And sometimes Kenny on here will tell you, it was a pain trying to get the footage from Burris. You almost didn't have any time for any footage.
You didn't have any time.
And it's like, well, look, I want to do this for the viewers. So if anybody's ever wanting to go to a CD match and go to Burris, I can't tell you how many guys came up and said, dude, you're the only information about this match on the internet.
There's nothing hardly at all.
So even though it's pouring down rain, we were trying to run chest cams and trying to hold cameras. And even Kenny, guys, you guys didn't get to see this. Kenny has this little, it's called a Mimeo or something like that. It's by DJI.
Yeah.
And it's got a little tripod on the bottom and it's got a little gimbal on it. And you can have
a little tiny guy.
So we'd run up to the stage, and while the RO is talking to us, he's trying to put this tripod down on the ground so that it can try to follow us and track us. And then we had to remember to get it before we left the stage. So you're trying to do all this stuff and still get the footage and still shoot your best game.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's tough.
And trying to add stuff to that would have just made me even worse. I would have probably left it at the first stage. Well, we know how the first
it's just trying to bring the experience to you guys. You guys can see firsthand. You'll hear the stress.
We can tell you, every 20 minutes another team goes out, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
it's like they say go at the 20-minute mark, and you and your partner are hauling butt, dying.
Yeah, hearing us breathing hard and hearing us going, dude, that was so bad. it really puts it in perspective.
Here's my partner right here, Mr. Shutout, 8888. He's saving lives right now.
Are you ever going to get back into three? Hey, Ray, have you gotten the AI ATX yet? I have not. I've already checked, Chris. I couldn't release this information, but I knew they were going to be delayed. I was kind of sworn to secrecy on that. They were waiting on some machines to come online. So all I can say is any day now. How's that?
We need a camera guy. Yeah, that would be nice.
Are you guys on Telegram? I've never heard of Telegram. What is that?
I think he's kidding.
Okay. All right. The Arkin SH4 line is not a competition scope, in my opinion. The EP4 series, I'd wait till the EP4 series comes back out. And that's coming from Eagle Eye. His information is really good. He's also a dealer for Arkin. So
he did a good video on the iBox, talking about the iBox. A lot of the less higher quality, the iBox is so hard. You got to be perfectly in line, where some of the more expensive ones give you a little more area to.
Dick said any footage of Rick's tactical poo. Jackson, I'm hoping, like I said, they were giving me a choice on the matches that are coming up on which one they want the camera crew to follow. And so I think that's going to happen at the Snipers Unknown at the GTI Legion facility. That'll be a great facility. Like I said, I won that with Tony in 2018. We didn't go in 2019, and pretty much Hamilton and Murphy have been owning all of the team matches across the country. Greg Hamilton shoots for Proof, and Sean Murphy shoots for Night Force. I think they both shoot for Night Force, but that is the team to beat. And they cleaned house last year at GTI Legion. My
buddy SoCal Plinker out there, and he still won't send me a damn email. I want to get him on here, but the Valkortsen Summit action. Was that the one you had a chance to mess with?
I believe that was it.
Yeah. SoCal Plinker, if you're going to shoot the same stuff you're shooting right now, I think you should just keep the voodoo, my man. I think there should be a caddy equivalent in the shootings. Man, can you imagine if there was a caddy? That'd be awesome. Then I can sprint 20 yards.
Who was the one that asked that? SoCal Plinker.
SoCal Plinker.
Yes, there was a gentleman that contacted me that had the same question and had ordered all of the right stuff for the Valkortsen Summit action. He needed some machine work done. We did the machine work for him, got everything drilled exactly like he needed it. And it was one of the worst actions I've ever run. It was the video is horrible when you look at it. It was just jamming. And then they told him that it wasn't, some guys told him that it wasn't enough tension on the magazine. So we replaced those springs. Ultimately, he got rid of the whole thing. I told him, I said,
but there was a weakness in there.
The linkage. The linkage. Yeah. I told him, I said, look, if you want to get into precision rimfire shooting, ELR, I said, get you a Bergara or something like that, or Voodoo. He ended up getting a Bergara B14R. He's been happy with it, and he sold that Valkortsen. And he had a huge chunk of change in that too. I did a full video on that.
What happened to him? Is he still shooting out there?
He went out to Utah to hang out for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's right. I haven't seen him in a while. The Kid Josh review looks promising.
Telegram.
Oh, the kid, yeah. Kid, see, Rick, I'm bringing a tactical stroller for our gear at Snipers Unknown.
It won't work. Don't bring that.
Everything's upstairs and downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah. Get your Stairmaster in.
You need unless you got like some type of robot that'll climb 10 flights of stairs with all your gear. Actually, you got to crawl through one of those.
Yeah, you got to go through little scuttle hole
through the side of the building too.
Yeah, and a lot of your gear has to be pulled up the wall. You won't be able to get through the scuttle hole because your rifle's gonna.
I've met 3 Summit shooters. Nice. Let's see, no social media for me except YouTube. I don't want to support the crazy left, but I don't have to. I totally agree, DW.
Yeah. And, like I said to Fusking, like I said, I've only had one experience with it, and it was a horrible experience. And I didn't mess with the action at all. The only thing we did was I drilled a hole so that it could go into a stock, so we didn't mess with the action or whatnot with that. But yeah, it was very weak on the linkage point.
So bring us cinders. Yeah, you can bring us cinders. What you're going to need to bring, Dick, is your A game, my man.
If you're going to bring us cinders with your gear, that's horrible.
I'm not even going to see them. Maybe you can come down a couple days before we can practice some communication.
That target. Which target? That one by the green
other
bush.
left one.
Your other left.
That's right. That's a good topic too.
I've met 3 summit shooters. All of them got rid of their summits. That, like I said, that was just from my personal experience. As a matter of fact, I picked up a Russian biathlon action, which is based off that same style, it's similar to a Fortner, and it was smooth as a piece of glass compared to that summit. I think you actually shot that.
Yeah,
that was Russian, Matt. The Ishmash.
Oh, no, that was Matt. I didn't shoot no Ishmash.
I'm taking a week off for this.
Yeah, buddy. Come on down. You're going to have a good time. This is going to be one of the best matches, this style of match. Urban. I've never shot any other urban style matches, I guess, so I can't really say.
It's like something out of a video game.
Yeah, it's super video game.
It's like Call of Duty inside of an abandoned warehouse, nuclear facility.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The noises and just all the shooting going on different floors and stuff. That's crazy. It is so much fun. Going up the stairs ain't fun, but but it was a good time.
It's just all the money and valves and switches.
Oh, there's
everything still fluid filled, and this stuff was never used.
Yeah, and there's like these weird people elevators.
Yeah, little man elevators.
Yeah,
you
like
just
this
hop on.
It's basically this belt with little flat things that you stand on, which we're not allowed to go on. But
anybody have any experience or going to try out the Rimex stuff? I almost ordered an action, but I just went with the V22 360 and a 22 Bartlett.
I think you were smart, Jay.
Jay, I think you're smart. Now, there's a lot of great Rimex actions out there. Actually, I think I won one. Kenny's working on one right now. I've never built it out.
Big Country, man. I saw him fumbling with that one. He's a lefty.
Yeah.
But it seemed like I have video footage of it, actually. He was having issues where he'd have to, jam it forward and down.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you can't shoot well with one, but I think it really depends on what chassis it's in, who built it for you. I can't say anything bad about the 360. I've had a chance to play around with that with Rick's. Shot it. You haven't even shot it that much.
No, not enough. And I'm going to shoot the heck out of it tomorrow, though.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a winner. I mean, a 22-inch Bartlett. I mean, what else can you ask for other than getting a good lot of ammo, find out what that thing likes, and I think you'll be good to go. Yeah, I think you did well. Big Country just said, Jay, I have the Rimex, and you made the right choice.
Yeah.
So even Big Country
Big Country's out there. I mean, we shot on the same squad, and I saw him having some issues. And I was like, that sucks. I have one.
It's good to go. Yeah. Like I said, I think it depends on who's building it out and what chassis you put it in and everything. That being said, as much as I like XLR Industries and I shoot all their chassis, you have to be careful dropping one of those in a Voodoo. If you don't get that just right and get the tension right with the magazine, you can have some issues every once in a blue moon. Matt doesn't have as many issues, but every once in a while I'll run into one where it's really tough to chamber, and I know it's damaging that. I know, and bullet.
You know that shot.
Yeah, you know that bullet, especially if it's a long range shot, is going to be gone. 2 feet to the somewhere.
Yeah, 2 feet, not target.
Your cone of fire just got that much bigger.
Yeah, I know. And there's times when you're like, let's see, the folks who are having issues with chambering or tight chambering are running more of a bench rest chamber. I just finished the Rimex, runs smooth like a Voodoo. Yeah, so Jay, that was the thing. Eagle Eye, I know he's got one, says it runs 100%, but he's also a gunsmith. So if anything's not right, he can fix it. Yeah. And he has all the tools and everything to get it right. But maybe Big Country needs to get the chamber reamed out or something. Yeah, don't know. I know that Chris, national champion, multi-national champion, multi-time, he had to cut his Krieger barrel 3 times. 3 times. Yeah. They had to have the chamber cut for his rifle because it was just not printing right, wasn't functioning right. True story. Yep. Night, Josh. Let's see. 1 Rimex on my squad this weekend. Lots of issues with jam brass in the chamber. Yeah. Beaver Whisperer said the same thing. See you, Josh. Do you know what barrel that was? Beaver, did you talk to the person shooting that rifle? Did you or do you know him? There might be an issue with, it could be the bench rest cut. Yeah, who knows? Too tight. Can he fix Big Country's Rimex for him? Yeah, dickhead, just. Good night. Awesome show, guys. Thanks, Wingnut. Appreciate it. Hopefully you hit one of them thumbs up buttons. Let's see. We're at
Hour and a half.
We're at an hour and a half. So it's been a pleasure. And you guys really showed up strong tonight. We got 96 still watching.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And
appreciate the support.
No, definitely appreciate the support. And it's been a good night. Other than that, we'll be back. Life's been busy, so I haven't been on here every night. But things are getting back to normal. So you'll start seeing my ugly mug and Ray a little more often.
22
probably.
bench chamber is what Eagle Eye is using. I know that the 22 bench chamber is what Bergara uses in their B14, their BXR. They're really a big fan of those and works well with Lapua Center X and Midas. So that's good information. Guys, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. You guys have a great night and stay safe.
Talk to you soon.
There you go.
Whoop.